I see. Is there something there for me? Pulling back the reins, letting go again. I'm not afraid. I'm not. All my life, one page at a time, I'll show you my true colors. No, no, I won't apologize for the fire in my eyes. Let me show you my true colors. It ain't your rainbow. Stars fall at my feet, keep me grounded as I reach higher than I see. Is there something there for me? Pulling back the reins, letting go again. I'm not afraid. I'm not. All my life, one page at a time, I'll show you my true colors. No, no, I won't apologize for the fire in my eyes. Let me show you my true colors. It ain't your rainbow. I'm not afraid. Something tells me I know nothing at all. I've escaped my capture, and I have no master. I promise with a lie is broken by design. What I thought I knew has been swallowed
Right, welcome back to the SimZone, guys. We're here for round 4 of the ACC PC GT3 Championship, and we're here at Suzuka. I'm joined in the commentary box by Normac, who I believe might be having connection issues, and J-Palm.
Hello, G. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, great to have you back.
I can't wait to see more action today. It's Suzuka, one of my favorite tracks.
It's been a while. We haven't seen you for like 3 or 4 weeks, I think.
3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I've been away on a holiday. 4 weeks. Lost my mobile phone as well. Big mess. But I got safe yesterday to the UK. And here back to the commentary booth.
Yeah, I've currently got a new setup for the streaming and broadcasting, and you could probably tell from the stream it looks much better at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
On board with Chris Pizik here, rounding off the final few corners. Currently sitting P4, 1.1 seconds off Judge's pole time, which is a 2:01.1, but I'm sure that will come down to low 2:02 minutes even. Yeah, there we go, he's already improved.
Yeah, that should probably come as the track gets a little bit more grip. Should come out to the 2 flats or even 159s.
Yeah, definitely 159s. We've seen these guys doing 159s in even the practice lobbies, so
yeah,
when it comes to race conditions and quality conditions, I'm sure these guys will improve even more. Let's see who is completing a lap. Got T.Borchardt coming round the last chicane. This driver has been pretty dominant in quali. I think he's had a 100% win record. Well, no, 100% P1 quali record. And let's see what time he'll set. Or is this just an outlap? No, he's got P1 there. Expected from Thorsten.
Close,
yeah, very close with that pit exit. I'm not sure what happened there.
Totev's taking away the P1 at the
Totev, yeah, 5 tenths. Well, almost, yeah, 5 tenths. Down to 2:05.92. I think we'll expect to see a lot of BMWs at the top. These cars have so much aero, which is really favourable for Suzuka.
Yeah, since it's become a very popular car at the moment in this championship.
Yeah, that and the McLaren as well seems to be the only car that can get close to this BMW M4. It's got a few Hondas on track as well. I'm interested to see what times they'll be doing, because as you know, the Honda's really quick at this track, and most of the intercontinental tracks as well.
Yeah, definitely. In the good hands, the Honda can do 159s.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen these Hondas battling the other drivers towards the front of the pack as well. So they are good drivers, and I'm sure they can get the best out of the Honda at Suzuka.
Yeah, I used to drive Honda before. I think the trick is to lower the front as much as possible, or to the minimum, and seems to go fast on the. It's really the top end and the high top end of the engine really fast. So this circuit is really good for the Hondas.
Yep, indeed it is. Have we got Normac back yet? I'm not sure.
Yeah, hello. Sorry, I'm back. My tablet decided to download some random update file for the device as I was starting, so sorry about that, but I'm back.
It's perfectly fine. I think that's Totev coming across the line. Didn't see an improvement. Chris Pizik puts it into P2, only 2.8 tenths off Totev's time.
What about weather conditions? Are we expecting some sort of, at the moment it's optimum track and seems like overcast. I'm not sure.
Yeah, overcast. I
We
don't think we're expecting any rain. Yeah, we're not expecting any rain for this session. It's currently 19 degrees. Track temp being 23 degrees, so quite warm considering we're in winter actually.
Japan, yeah.
Yeah. Fujar and the McLaren rounding off the final chicane. Coming through to the last corner. Will he improve on his time? Surprising to see Thorsten in P6, but we do have 4 minutes left of quali. Yeah, Fujar puts it into P2, only a tenth off. And we've got Sevcik also into P1.
Yeah, I think these 2-3 last laps are gonna be where cars and drivers it's more comfortable. They know the track, they know the grip, and they'll definitely do the hot laps. These times will come faster and faster. I'm pretty sure.
Cars that aren't a McLaren or a BMW sitting in the top 10, so that's Schwab in P6 in the Audi. We've got Lucas in the Honda in the top 10, and Dyson, who's currently in the pits in the Aston Martin. Oh, as we see, Totev puts it on pole. 2-minute 3:90. Only just beating Sevcik.
Interesting. Schwab, currently the leader of the championship, on PS6.
Puts it to
Collecting out
P4. Yep.
2 positions, yeah, but just 0.3 of a second behind Totev. Not sure how the Audis do usually in Suzuka, but pretty sure it's also fast. So we'll have chance as well to be on the top for sure, from starting from P4.
Yeah, Thorsten all the way down in P7. That's not what you'd want, especially considering how quick the BMW is at this track. Let's have a look further down the field. Oderberg, another quick driver in the Ferrari. J-Palm, do you know where he is in the standings? Oderberg?
Oderberg is second, just it's about 19 points behind Schwab.
And I think P3 is not far behind either.
E3 is Dijon on the Aston Martin. Yeah, it's 3 points behind Oderberg.
So halfway into this championship, and battle for even P1 is still so close.
Yeah, later on is Lucas on the Honda, 184 points, 5 points behind Dijon. And Thorsten with 162, a little bit.
Speaking of Thorsten, he's just put it on provisional pole. Yeah, with just 1 minute left of qualifying, he's cutting it really close. It's a really good time.
Tote's already back at the pit box, so he's not gonna do any lap.
Yeah, Sevcik's still out on a lap. Where is he on track? Coming up to Spoon.
He might manage to do one more after this.
Yes, I think he will be able to.
This straight is long, but it'll be tight.
Let's go on board to the splitter cam with Sevcik. Let's see what speed he's doing. He's currently 240, 250 kph. Lost quite a lot of... Oh, he's run wide. I think that's his lap invalidated. You can see him slowing down considerably. It's unfortunate for Sevcik. Schwabe puts it into P3 there.
He's gonna have one more.
Yeah, he has one more. One more lap to try and put it on pole.
Jeez, Schwab, yeah, got P3 now. And Sevcik came back to pit box, so he's not gonna try again. It's Schwab and maybe Isaac, the ones who can take the pole from Borchardt.
Yeah, the BMWs and McLarens still proving to be some of the best cars in the game. But Schwab is breaking that chain of BMWs at the top. We've seen him, I think P1 in Kyalami was his best race result of the season so
Yeah,
far.
he won Kalami, and then he got a P7 at Brands Hatch and a 6th position at Misano.
Yeah, so I didn't actually realise this. Apparently, Totev and Schwab have got the exact same lap time. It's very rare very rare we see that. He's coming into the final chicane now. Let's see if he will improve his time. Yes, he's put it into P2.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Great,
P2.
great quality lap from Schwabe there.
He's improved every single lap. He's got it faster and faster. I'm pretty sure if he had one more lap, he would have caught up with Thorsten. Looking at the progression, but yeah, I think Thorsten is going to end up with the pole position.
Yep, he will. He won't have time to do another lap anyways. I think that's all. No, we've got Fernandez out on track. I think he aborts his lap there. I think that's everyone. Yep, that's everyone. We're going to head to a quick track intro. We will be back shortly. Right, just going to do a quick grid walk here. We've got Thorsten on pole, Schwabe in second, Totev in third, Sevcik in fourth, Chris Pizik in fifth, Tujan sixth, Mullard seventh, Sahaja, sorry if I mispronounced that, in eighth, Lucas in ninth, Oderberg in 10th, Dyson 11th, Fernandez 12th, Brett Smith in 13th, who I believe is a new driver. I don't think we've seen him before. Jarija in 14th, Zabojnik in 15th, Blanchett in 16th, Make in 17th, Flynn in 18th, Prentice in 19th, Kudasov 20th, Cox in 21st, Van Horn in 22nd, and Esparra in 23rd.
So how many drivers have we got in total? Is it 23?
No, we do have more than that.
So before 29, I think.
Yes, we have
Uh-huh.
30 drivers tonight.
30 drivers. Wow.
Yes, 30 drivers lining up on the
Hungry.
grid. So I'm sure we can expect some fireworks tonight. As these drivers just warming up their tyres, warming up their brakes. I don't think they need to because the track temp and ambient temp are quite high.
Yeah, in terms of grip, there shouldn't be any problem. Though Suzuka, they always seem to me a track that doesn't have lots of grip. But yeah, I think the track conditions are optimum. I think we're gonna see fast laps and lots of action tonight here.
Yeah, it is a very high tyre deck track. So these and these drivers only have 2 sets of tyres for the whole length of practice, quali, and race. So they really have to manage their tyres for this one. You can see Schwabe and Totev synchronized weaving there, just trying to warm up their tyres.
Yeah, getting those tires to the optimum temperature now. On the first lap can be a difference between winning or losing.
Yeah, I believe they'll be lining up 2 by 2 in just a moment. Ready for the race start.
Just reading some comments here. Kenny, good evening everyone. Hi Kenny, good to see you here, mate. European Endurance League. G doing commentary, he looks confused. G. Oh, it's me, Cillian Green Pies. Ah, I know, okay. Kenny, stream sounds and looks sweet, boys.
Definitely does now that we've got the new PC.
Shitelia Midpack gonna be some good close racing for sure. Yeah, I've seen very similar lap times in the middle of the pack, so I'm sure they are gonna be fighting every lap positions there.
Yeah, especially the top 10. I think all within a second. Very close between the top 10. So we're about to go lights out. Yeah, green lights, and Thorsten looks like he's got a good start. Schwabe follows suit. Totev, I think, loses a position. No, Totev goes up a position. Sevcik loses a position there. So Thorsten's still holding on to the lead, with Schwabe following close behind. All these BMWs seem to be pulling away already.
I think that was all clean off the line there as well. I don't think there was any contact.
Yeah, I don't
the
think
group
that.
either. So
Yeah, I mean, we saw from the 2 hours of Suzuka, the lap 1 was really clean as well. So these PC drivers showing us what they can do.
yeah, it looks to be the case. That first corner must be very easy on the Constantina effect, I guess, but the cars don't really pull up as close as they would on certain other tracks.
Yeah, look how close Totev is onto Schwabe already, into coming out of that hairpin. We've got a train of drivers following behind. It's Sevcik, Fujar, Chris Pizek dropping back slightly, might have had a bad start there. Mullard, who's a reserve driver for today, got the Honda close behind him.
Yeah, that Honda looks pretty nifty around this circuit so far. Maybe that Super GT style aerodynamics helping out the Honda driver here today.
Yeah, let's look at the battle for the lead. Thorsten's already pulled a slight gap of 8/10. Well, not a slight gap, it's become a big gap. That's a big gap for lap 1. Schwabe still trying to defend early on from Totev.
Yeah, that's the thing with Thorsten, is if he's as in nobody is troubling him or close to him, he has got clean air.
Looks like
gonna pull away.
Totev's looking up the inside. I think Schwabe's going to give him the room. Yes, but Schwabe keeps it around the outside. Great defending from Schwabe.
Looks like there is a yellow flag out on circuit. I'm not sure why. It seems to be going on and off. I'm not sure if that's somebody going into the pit lane potentially.
I think Martin Flynn. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a very
yeah.
damaged car.
Oh yeah.
His connection doesn't seem to be the greatest either, so that might be why. Yeah, Thorsten. Yeah, as you said, J-Pum, Thorsten in clean air, doesn't have to worry about anyone behind him.
Yeah, he just puts his lap times. I'm sure he's got days worth of practice, and no issues to him, no obstacles. He's just gonna drive away. On Schwab, we see here now some battle going on with 5 cars.
5 cars, yeah.
So, yeah, that's what Thorsten wants to see, definitely.
Yeah, so Schwabe leading this pack, then Totev behind, Fujar behind him, Sevchik in 5th, Pizik catching up to this pack again. It's like Ben Mullard here, dropping off the Honda. So you can see how quick the Honda is at this track, because I think Benji was P2 last time at Misano. If I'm correct, Normac, I can't quite remember, but you can see how much he's struggling here with the McLaren at Suzuka. And we've got Schwabe still defending from Totev. I just had a notification on my broadcasting screen that Totev made the move, but it doesn't look like he has. Schwabe defending early, going defensive. Oh, Totev's going around the outside. Has he made the move? Yeah, he's made it stick. What a move.
It's interesting to see. It looks like Schwab must have started with more fuel than others, maybe.
Maybe.
Still, we've got a 20-minute pit window, isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe he's trying to stretch this first stint as much as possible and then get fresh tyres after. I'm not sure.
So in terms of lap times, for comparison, Thorsten Borchardt has done a 2:01 flat, and Totev in P2, who's in fairness been battling with Schwabe, has done a 2:02.3, so that's over a second.
And Toto is driving away now.
Yeah, he is pulling a gap already, so could we see him catch up to Thorsten Borchardt later on in this race?
I must say that McLaren in 4th position as well. The 240 car was looking pretty handy around the middle sector previously. He was catching back up to Schwabe.
Yes, he goes wide there, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Totev is, of course, pulling the gap again now. I think he's falling back again on this last sector. So, yeah, as you say, I think it might be different cars prefer different sectors on the circuit. It's definitely very varied between each sector, so that might be something to consider in this race.
Yeah, definitely. I think that BMW is strong pretty much everywhere on this track, though.
Yeah, it looks to be. Borchardt again, as you say, with the fastest lap, he's got a pretty decent lead now as well. So, yeah, it's perhaps opening up now as they approach almost 50 minutes left of his race. So a good almost 10 minutes in.
Yeah, it looks like Toto was within a tenth of Thorsten's best lap, that last lap. So he's and it does say he's gained 0.2. So yeah, Toto getting into the groove of things now.
Yeah, looks like he's pulled away from those guys and he's now catching. So yeah, maybe a bit unsettling there for Borchardt.
Yeah, it looks like Schwabe's got a bit of a gap now. We've got Fujar and Sevchik having a battle, so that's going to be good for Schwabe. Oh, Sovchik has a look up the inside. He's made the move. He goes late on the
Goes
brakes.
to wide.
Yeah, and Sovchik has a look up the inside again. These two guys side by side coming up into Spoon. I think Sovchik's got the move done again. Yes, he does. Oh, a bit of contact there, I think. Yep, Sovchik goes
Both are
wide. Yeah, they've both gone wide.
I'm sure Chris behind will be watching this very intently. He'll be happy with those two are distracting each other and losing time to him.
Yeah, he did seem to be with the pack early on, like a few laps ago, but he's dropped off once again. So maybe not able to make the best out of that M4 on this track.
Totev in the last lap, he's closed the gap with Thorsten of half a second.
Wow,
Yep,
that's
he
good.
has, yeah. Yeah, so
Thorsten.
Thorsten's last lap was a 2:01.1, and in comparison, Totev's just now done the best lap, a 2:04.
But the thing is that Schwab seems to have recovered a little bit the pace, because it's not too far off from Totev, even though Totev made the best lap.
Yeah, you just need to keep it consistent, because his lap times are showing to be good. He's done a 2:08.77, which is 4/10 off the best lap of the race at the moment, but it's quicker than Thorsten. So if these two keep working together, they would definitely catch Thorsten up. Let's have a look further down the field now. We've got Ben Mullard and the 49 McLaren having a battle.
Yeah, these two close again. I'm pretty sure at every round, I definitely remember last time out at Mazzano, these two were incredibly close there once again. So the two McLarens, very consistent at the top 10 really each race. So it's good to see that happening again.
Yeah, and they've got Dyson following behind as well. Dyson, a very, very quick driver, as we've seen from the past rounds.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah, it certainly makes that Aston. Yeah, sorry, J-Pong, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, it looks like yeah, Dyson wants to get back to top, because he's losing probably the P3 in the championship at the moment with this position.
Yeah, definitely. I think he'll want to catch up. It was, of course, been a bit of bad luck so far for Dyson this season. I believe Bransachi had he pitted. I think he had to go into the pits on the final lap, losing some points in the championship. But we can see the pace is there, and I think he's consistent enough to be in the top 10 all the time. So we'll see where his position plays out for the season, definitely.
Yeah, now the gap at the top, only 1.7 seconds, so Totev really putting in those laps now when it counts. Schwabe following as well. They've both done a sub 2:01, so Thorsten does seem to be responding. He's done a 2:08, which was quicker than Schwabe, but Totev just seems to be that much quicker. He's 4/10 quicker that last lap.
Yeah, he's got the fastest lap now as well. So yeah, as you say, he's definitely got the pace at the moment in that 777 BMW. Be very unsettling for Borchardt in the lead. As Japan was saying, I think as soon as Borchardt gets into the lead and settles down, I think he's a weapon. He can make that car get to the line no problem. But I think as soon as he make him under some pressure, it might be a bit harder to finish the race in first.
Looking down the field, we've got a battle between Otterberg and Ian Prentice. We've seen these two battle last round as well. I think it was a 4-car train we saw at Misano, and it looks like there's going to be another 4-car train here. These two catching up to Cox, I think. Yeah, not too far off Cox, and they've got Blanchett behind. So Otterberg looks up the inside, but Ian goes defensive through Spoon. So good defending from Ian there.
Shritel in the comments saying Totev gonna try to attack in about 6 laps or so.
Yeah, all these.
It's definitely
Oh,
less than 1 second.
we saw Totev get a bit sideways there into turns 1 and 2. They're within 6/10 now, so Totev's really putting in the laps. I think Schwabe's dropped off these two slightly now. Doesn't seem like he can keep up with them.
Yeah, I think now Toad is catching up and completely different story now. You'll have to see where Thorsten, what his racing line is and where he can try to make a move. I guess he'll be studying him a little bit for a couple of laps before making a move.
Yeah, it's good to see. Well, not good for Thorsten, but good for us, the viewers, to see that Thorsten isn't running away with this race. He's actually got a battle to deal with. The gap just decreasing to under 6/10 now, 3/10 actually.
It seems that Totev's got a very good second sector.
Yeah, they're sort of neutralizing each other in the first sector, and in the second and third sector, Totev seems to be catching up quite a lot. So you can see from that final chicane how much he's caught up. Let's see if he's going to make.
I really hate to be. Oh yeah, it looks to go inside. No, he's going to back out, isn't he? Yeah, I'd really hate to be Borchardt in this situation, knowing that the driver behind you has been closing down as quickly as Totev has. I don't think I'd be able to deal with that. I'd probably bin it into T1, but looks like Borchardt is really soaking up the pressure at the moment. He's doing a pretty good job as well of just being able to suppress Totev at the moment, so it looks to be good.
Pit window opens in
5 minutes. Yeah, it does. Yeah. They've got 20 minutes, a 20-minute pit window where they have to refuel, and refueling time is fixed to 25 seconds. They have the option to change tyres, which adds an extra 5 seconds to their pit stop. So it's going to be interesting if these two do change tyres or not on a high tyre deck track.
Yeah, I can't imagine 1 hour on those tires, isn't it? But the thing is that they only have 2 sets of tires for quali and race. So interesting to see if they're running with the fresh tires or the used tires, and they're gonna change for the fresh ones. Or maybe they're running different strategies. I don't know. Seems like Totev is quite comfortable driving behind Thorsten for a few laps, maybe skulking him slow.
Yeah, Thorsten going defensive. They're trying to break the slipstream. It's not going to work, but Totev's a bit too far back to make a move at the moment. Just sitting there patiently waiting for Thorsten to make a mistake.
Yeah, I guess Thorsten, all he needs to do is to get to the last chicane in the first position and exit the chicane with enough grip, and that's going to be very difficult for Totev to catching up in the main straight.
It looks like there's a battle for P13, I think that is. With Oderberg leading the... no, what's happened to Oderberg? I think he's Let's have a look at Oderberg. Where is he gone? I think he might...
E13 at the
Yeah,
moment.
I think he might have had a... No, he seems to be fine. I think there might have been a connection issue there. I think
where is Ian gone?
yeah, I
Because he
think...
was-
Yeah, he's gone. I don't know where
Yeah.
he's gone.
I think he might have disconnected.
he was battling with Odeberg.
Yeah, I don't see him on my list of drivers at the moment, so I think he has disconnected. It's a shame because
It's a shame.
he was having a really good battle with Oderberg. Let's have a
It's a
look
Honda.
at the lead again.
Close it out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think Totev's looking for a move this time round. Although he's not quite close enough. It seems to be staying at that 0.3 gap coming into turn 1 every time.
Yeah, I do get the feeling that Totev might be just biding his time here, maybe waiting for the pit window to open, just waiting for an undercut. It'd be interesting to see if he changes his tyres as well. He does look pretty comfortable at the moment. As you say, he's been closing down and he looks pretty settled behind Borchardt, so we'll see how that plays out as the pit window opens in 1 minute, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, I think considering these drivers are at the front, I think they both might leave it long. But I reckon Totev will come in earlier.
It depends how much fuel each of them have added to the car.
Yeah, 'cause Schwabe isn't too far back. Oh, Wilson
Ooh,
going a
they
bit
set the
wide there,
timer.
yeah. Doesn't look like Totev gets the drive traction out of that corner. With these two drivers really, really close now. Thorsten going defensive into Spoon. Doesn't look like there's any room. Or unless Totev tries to go around the outside. No, he goes wide. Thorsten still keeps that position.
Schwabe is closing up a little bit after all this battle we are seeing here between the top two.
Yes, he has. I think he's knocked off 6/10.
Oh, Borchardt didn't get this exit right.
No, he's pitting early. Wow, that's
Interesting.
that's really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was gonna lose that position. He didn't seem to exit the chicane very well, and maybe decide to come in early. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Schwartz is gonna get the lead now. He's gonna have clean air. Let's see what times he put down.
Yeah, Schwabe's closed the gap to under 2 seconds now. I think Totev's going to pull away now, so it would be best if he pits late, which I think he's going to do, depending on the amount of fuel he has. But I think he's fueled correctly.
There's a BMW number 55 really close to. It's a fight for P13. Oh, he was close. It seems like
He must have lost out on that last lap. Yeah. Let's check S Pryor in P19. I think he's pretty close with Omar. I think that is in the BMW 78. Coming through the S's of Suzuka. It's a very technical part of the track. You need to get all of these corners hooked up and linked together to get a nice exit towards the Degners. I think D. Krebs is pretty close. No, I think he's dropped off.
no, he's still right behind.
Oh yeah,
Cox.
there we go. Yep, he is.
That BMW engine should help him on the last sector.
Yeah, he looks up the inside. Cox going a bit wide there. I think
Yeah,
Krebs
he's
has
got
got
it.
the move done. Yeah, he's got the move done.
Kenny on comment saying Toto is looking confident, and if Toto can be later, he should come out in front. Yeah, I think. Well, we saw Thorsten unusually pitting very early.
Yeah, I think that's the first time this season he's had a proper battle out front. So it's interesting to see his strategy. As you said, he was probably going to lose that position, so pitting might have saved him.
A lot of drivers coming into the pit line then. I believe that car in 25th position there, the McLaren 25 car, it's got a drive-through. I'm not sure if that's because of the pit lane speed limit potentially, but because he has pitted at the moment, he's got a green bar next to his name. So I'm not sure what's happened there.
Yeah, either track limits or speeding in the pit lane. Thorsten now has come out in 21st. No, that's not him.
Then
20.
P21,
Yeah.
but it's got a lot of traffic. 'Cause I don't think that was. I'm not sure if he had some issue with the tires that eventually came to low performance or something. But it seems unusual because now he's finding traffic, he's losing time.
Yeah, he's going to lose a lot of time to Toto if he gets stuck in this traffic. His only hope is for these drivers in front to let him pass because they're not on the same strategy.
Also, it looks like Oldenburg has also got a stop and go 30 seconds there, so that's a shame there for the Ferrari driver down in 23rd at the moment.
Yeah, I think that would have been speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah,
I think the drive-through might be for track limits, and the SG30, which is stop-go 30, would be for speeding in the pit lane.
yeah. I mean, track limits around here are just really brutal as well, especially around that previous corner and around the second half of the lap where you really push into the edge of the curb. Definitely found that at the previous Suzuka 2 hours. You just have to really nurse the car just to really avoid the risk of getting drive-through. It's a really hard thing to do, to be fair.
Yeah, and some of these corners you can run quite right, and some of them you can't. We've got Carl Van Horn. Seems to be catching. No, he doesn't. I think Thorsten's just overtaken him.
And Toto's open a gap of 3.2 seconds to Trabi, so I'm probably gonna stretch all this first stint to 35, 36 minutes.
Believe that's a lapped car that Mullard is passing. Yes. Field quite spread out at the moment. I think the closest battle is Chris Snow. Thorsten with the 444 Audi, but they are different strategies. Let's see if he's going to get past, or if he's already gotten past. Yeah, he's already got the move done. Let's check back at Chris. Yes, still about a second off the 66 BMW then. Here we go, we've got Omar in the 78 BMW right on the back of the 222 Ferrari there. They've got S. Pryor not too far behind them, I think under a second now. That timing board hasn't updated yet. Yep, so 7/10. Espriar catching up, these two battling very hard. Looks like Omar looked up the inside but couldn't get the move done.
These three look very close in particular, to be honest. Pryor behind in the Assen has been catching these guys pretty decently while they've been battling, and he looks to be, as they go up towards the hairpin here, getting even closer. So I think when these guys pit, they'll be trying to pull off different strategies on each other, especially when they're this close at this point in the race. So we'll see how that happens, as I think Omar looked to the inside there. He's now on the outside coming around here, but this is all just giving Pryor the opportunity to overtake.
Yeah, Omar looks up the inside, really close to Kraus there. I think he's got the inside for 130R now. So Kraus is probably going to back out of this unless he can... Yeah, he's backed out of that, so Omar, good driving from him. Now Kraus feeling the pressure from Espriar behind. Thorsten, as you can see in the background, has got quite a few drivers to pass. He's going to be stuck in traffic for a while, so he could even lose a position from pit stops to Schwabe.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to, get them past as losing as least as possible. But these guys are battling each other, so it's not easy.
Yeah, it looks like Thorsten got past pretty easily there. The pace difference is very big. I'm not sure. We're not sure if he's changed tyres or not. I assume he wouldn't if he's pitted that early.
No one on the top is pitted yet, isn't it?
No one has pitted. Not many drivers have pitted yet. Still 10 minutes left of the pit window, so plenty of time.
Oh, we see Pryor go off wide in the background there of the shot. Fortunate for him through that fast right-hander at the start of the lap. It's a shame he's fallen off quite a lot off the back of Omar. I think when he let Borchardt through on the straight, it lost him quite a bit of time. Yeah, as we can see, Sevcik pulling into the pit lane there.
Yeah, so that's P4 into the pits. It's the first of the front runners. Apart from Thorsten.
Yeah, there's 4 or 5 drivers now coming into the pit.
Oh yeah, all at the same time. Wow.
All at once.
Copying the
God.
strategy. Yeah.
So yeah, pretty interesting to see they've all come in at once. I'd imagine that's for a reason. Hopefully not just coincidence. Maybe there's a gap in the field that they've found there, but it looks like they are all pitting. That's going to promote Krebs and Blanchet up into the top 5, I believe. But yeah, interesting to see all those drivers pitting at once.
Is Sevcik now coming out of the pit ahead of Thorsten?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, he is.
Sevcik.
He's in P5 now, Thorsten P9, so we can see how...
Yeah, that's a very big gap actually. So Thorsten's lost a lot of time.
Massive amounts of time.
Yeah, I think he's going to regret pitting very early now as he looks up the inside. Oh, doesn't quite get the move done. Side by side going to the Degners. Yes, I think he's got the inside now. Yep, gets the move done, but he's losing so much time to people he's not on the same strategy with.
Just ACC, not update.
Ah, Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is ahead. Yeah, there we go.
So when ACC updated all drivers and they all passed to the same mark, then that's where the Thorsten is
Oh,
still
what's happened
ahead.
there?
Ooh, someone stopped
car
there in the
and
middle of the track.
Track. Yeah, that's very dangerous. Not what we want to see. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe a connection issue or a wheel issue. But yeah, Thorsten is at risk of losing P1 and P2.
Yeah, I think that he'll definitely lose against Todet because all that traffic that he's have to overcome, that's not gonna be free, you know. And Todet, I'm pretty sure he was the fastest driver on track. So
So the top 5 still yet to pit with only 6.5 minutes left of the pit window. So we see Kudasov in the 444 Audi defending from Brett Smith. Looks like he lets him pass. Is not on the same strategy. Yeah, Brett Smith will have the inside for 130R. It looks like these drivers trying to go side by side through 130R is not advised, but yeah, Brett Smith gets the move done into the final chicane now. So we see Thorsten. No, he seems to be on his own. I think he's got the move done.
Yeah, he's got clean air now. I think the next driver is Moulard, so it's 44 seconds ahead. So yeah, he's got the job done, but I think he's lost a few seconds there at big key now. To see, but interesting to see if Totev, what if they change tires and in what stint they use the quali tires. Maybe Thorsten started with the quali tires and
yeah, possibly, and Totev could have started with his new set.
The new set, and maybe Thorsten, once he finds a clean air with a new set of tires, is gonna do faster laps. So it seems like P2, P3 and P4 are now
all pitting at the same time. Yeah, so Chris Schwabe. Has Schwabe lost? No, that would have been his pit box position. So let's see where these guys come out. Let's see where Schwabe comes out in relative to Thorsten. That's going to be interesting. Thorsten is coming around the final corner now onto the start-finish straight. Schwabe is still sat in his pit box, so it's going to be. He's been dropped now from the jacks. He's coming out of the pits, and we've got Thorsten. He's gone. Yeah, he's cleared these two.
Is Pisak now second?
Yeah, Pisak has overtaken
behind
Schwabe.
Thorsten.
Yep. Schwabe possibly changing tyres. I think that's what. I think that's what he's done. So yeah, Thorsten's still hanging on to his P2.
Yeah, it is P2 now when ACC updates. He's in the SS now. Well, I think Pisak got P3 from Schwabe on the pit box.
In the pit stops, yeah. So yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think Schwabe's. I think Schwabe's changed his tyres, and Chris hasn't. Now look how close Brett Smith is behind Krebs. Both in the same livery and in the same car. Oh, what's happened there? I didn't quite catch that. I think no. Brett Smith looked up the inside, but didn't get the move done. Coming up to the Degners now. Oh, we've got Totev into the pits. So where is Thorsten? Coming up to 130R. I think Totev's got the position.
This is going to be very close.
Yeah, let's see when he gets dropped from the jacks. It's been dropped now, so he is rolling.
Yeah, but has he got that?
I think he does.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he does. He's-
Thorsten is full throttle now, coming to the start.
Oh, it's actually going to be very close. No, I think
Yeah.
Thorsten's got the move. Got the position.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
gonna get-
Wow.
yeah, he
Even
has.
after being held in traffic, he's putting the lap times where it counts and come out ahead of Totev. Maybe Totev's been a bit too complacent there.
Surprising because Thorsten, we've seen all traffic he has to overcome and pass, and sometimes risking some contact where we are Totev has a clean air for quite a lot of laps. So
Yeah. So
surprising performance from Thorsten.
I think once again Thorsten hasn't changed tyres and Totev has, because the gap was about 4 seconds. So it's be interesting to see. Yeah, there we go, 4.1 seconds. So it's be interesting to see if Totev does close the gap in now in this later stage of the race. If he does, then we're probably sure that he has changed tyres. As we see.
He's only 3.3 seconds behind Totev.
Yep, so 21 minutes left of the race, 3.3 seconds is possible, but I don't think Chris has changed tyres either. And Schwabe within a second of Chris.
Yes.
Yeah, looks to be just slightly over a second. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that should update as we go round. Oh no, it's still over a
Battle
second.
for P8 is still not decided. Seems like Brett Smith not giving up.
No, it doesn't look like he's thinking of a move this time round. Just sitting back patiently. He's dropped off slightly, ever so slightly. But if Krebs doesn't start getting his skates on soon, he'll find himself having to defend once again from Brett Smith.
So I think the pit window's just got under 10 seconds now then, so I don't think there's going to be any light lunges into the pit lane.
No, I think everyone's pitted now.
Yeah, has to be the case.
Seems like Schwabe closing the gap to Bissop.
Yeah, 8
Can't
tenths
see
now.
now
Oh,
less than
that's
1
less.
second.
That's definitely less than 8 tenths. So ACC's not updating. Should update in a second after this sector. Yep, 6 tenths pretty much.
So fight for podium. So it's interesting.
It's,
I believe Schwabe will be able to keep the P1 in the championship at the moment with this result.
yes, he should be able to. It'd be in favour of him even more if he could get past Chris Pizik. So we are on board with Chris. Looking back at Schwabe, look how much he's closing in that corner. Chris going a bit wide. It looks like he's got a better exit there by getting the late apex. I can see the closing speed of Schwabe. He's closing in ever so slightly down the straight, so the top end of that M4 not as good as that Audi. It looks like Schwabe's outbraked himself.
Ooh,
No,
he
hasn't. He's been really good on the brakes there. But still, the gap seems to be the same. 3 tenths.
Yeah, Totev we're seeing now is close. It's close 1 second. The gap with Thorsten. Still 18 minutes to go. So that's.
Oh, Chris has gone wide.
Ooh.
Schwabe's taken the inside. Thank you for that position, he says.
Yeah.
Looks like Chris was feeling the pressure there, and Sevchik closing the gap between these two now, not far behind. Just under 2 seconds there.
It's getting interesting. I think drivers closing gaps there towards the last 15 minutes. Should be able to see some actions there. Oh, someone's. Oh, it's just ACC updating. Yeah. Yeah, as I say, I think Toto's already closed another 0.2 of a second. Seems like he's going faster than Thorsten, or maybe Thorsten is just managing the gap.
Yeah, I think Totev and Thorsten had to pass some back markers there, so that might have been the cause of the change in delta. So we look down to Fernandez. Board is showing he's within 0.4 of someone. Yeah, he's right behind the number 2 Lamborghini there. Coming into the S's now. Quite a lot of curb from that Lamborghini. Yeah, I think that's resulted in Fernandez closing the gap even more. It's important not to take too much curb because you do bounce quite a lot and wash out wide.
Yeah, it doesn't set lose the car very much.
Yeah.
Especially this Lamborghini is very low.
Yeah, very low is yeah, exactly. Coming into Degner's now. Fernandez hassling the back of the number 2 Lamborghini. Bit squirrely on exit there from the Lamborghini. He's going defensive into the hairpin. Blanchett has a look up the inside but doesn't make anything of it. Let's go back to P5 now. Sevcik closing onto Chris Pizik very quickly. Yes, this is the result of what we think not changing tyres. Chris Pizik struggling late race now, even though he gained the positions in the pit stops, he's now lost them essentially. So it's a real difficult strategy call to make, whether to change tyres or not.
Yeah, it looks to be that way at the moment. As you say, he got like a pretty good buffer over Schwabe without changing for tyres. But yeah, as you say, I think as they're starting to wear now and get a bit more ground, I mean, it's to be falling away. I doubt that 77 car will be much as a threat. He's about 12 seconds behind. But again, if the tyres are falling off as quickly as they seem to be, I think that it might be something to factor in here at Suzuka today.
Yeah, I think especially when you don't change tyres on such a wide track and such a high tyre deck track, it's a very risky move. And we're really seeing the effects of this there. Chris is getting yeah, he's going defensive now, coming into 130i. He did get slightly some slight oversteer into that on the exit of Spoon.
Are we possibly seeing the same thing with Thorsten and Tortus? Tortus already 1.8, it's only 1.8 seconds behind Thorsten. We think Thorsten didn't change tyres.
Yeah.
Might be happening the same as Chris Pizik. He's losing now a bit of performance because tyres wearing out and getting a bit darker now, and colder temperature track and everything, so maybe conditions are not so favourable anymore for them.
Yeah, so Totev was exactly a second quicker than Thorsten that last lap. So if he can knock out a second every lap, he's easily going to catch up to Thorsten.
He'll probably have the last 10 minutes to try to make a move.
Yeah.
For the title today.
Of course, catching is one thing, overtaking is another, as we saw at the start of the race. Totev didn't seem to get past until the pit stops. Just right on board on the front right wheel cam of Sevcik.
Interesting to see here as they go into the hairpin. Maybe, obviously, of course, Pizik will be taking a perhaps more defensive line. See, as you sort of favours the more inside line there as to keep Sevcik behind. I think they're about to some back markers in front. I believe that's the 2 cars ahead of them. So we'll see how that plays into both of the BMW drivers' hands.
Yeah, it looks like Chris prefers the later apexes through Spoon. Oh, as Sevcik has a look up the inside, but doesn't look like a move that's probably going to come off well for if I was Sevcik. Because as we can see now, Totev within a second of Thorsten. So you guys can probably see on the stream, the viewers that are watching in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you'll see a second camera angle that we have.
So two sets of BMWs on track then, having some pretty interesting battles, both respectively for well, all of them are in the top 5, so really showing the BMW's pace around this circuit so far.
Yeah, Chris went a bit wide into that second corner there. I think he's really struggling with the tyres and from the immense amount of pressure that Sevcik's giving him. Seems like there's 3 sets of battles between the BMWs, P1 and P2, P4, P5 and P8 and P9, which is Krebs and Brett Smith. These two drivers still so close to each other. Doesn't look like Brett Smith can get past. As they just lap someone there. I think that might be Omar, I'm not sure. Or was that Clayton? I think that was Clayton. They've just passed.
Yeah, I believe it was a 995 car, yeah, so that would have been Clayton. So close at the moment, and I think drivers who are on their on old tyres will be really struggling, such as Chris here. I think he'll be struggling for that first sector. The winding corners will be really grinding those tyres, and as we can see them coming up to 130R here, really got Sevcik right behind. Chris is already flashing his lights to the cars
for the back
really
markers, yeah.
Can't wait to get past.
Sevcik
really close though between the two.
Throws a little dummy up into 130. I don't think that's going to work at all. Oh, we've had contact there. Oh, contact between Chris and Sevcik as well. Chris has to cut the chicane there. Chaos into the last corner.
Everybody off at once all of a sudden.
Yeah. Maybe these back markers are paying attention to the lead cars trying to lap them. Chris flashing his lights once again.
Yeah, I think it's all of Chris's lights flashing, which is distracting the guys in front.
Oh, but, more contact.
Yeah, more contact there. It's a shame. I think that's the 444 on the BMW. I'm not sure where that BMW was, but it's a shame there for both those guys.
I'm not sure who that BMW was. No. Could that have been?
It was Omar.
No, it was.
Oh yeah, Flynn.
Martin Flynn. Yeah. Who is a back marker, so he shouldn't really be battling for these positions. You can see the amount of damage he has on his car. And look at the battle for the lead. Totev's closed the gap right down.
There's going to be very long last 9 minutes for Thorsten, I believe.
Yeah, look at that. Totev trying to make a gap there. It's not easy to overtake into the spoon, especially at 130R as well now. So we're coming into 130R for the 24th time. Another dummy by Totev. We've seen quite a lot of drivers doing that, but it's not really phasing Thorsten at the moment. As Thorsten goes defensive into the final chicane. Coming across the line now. Flash of the lights from Thorsten. I think he knows
it's a Ferrari, yeah.
We're watching. Ah, there is, yeah.
So I thought I've dropped a little bit there after the last corner in the last lap, in the previous lap. But,
yeah, I think he had to back off because of Thorsten going defensive into that last corner.
you
You can
see another BMW, I think it's gonna be lapped. I'm not sure which one it is.
Yeah, you can see how much Totev closes in on Thorsten on these bendy S sections. Thorsten must have a lot of graining on those tyres.
I believe it's a car.
Off?
stopped here on
Yeah, I
the
think...
side.
Is that Martin Flynn? I think that is.
I think so,
It
yeah.
is, yeah.
Not an ideal place to park the car, but oh well. I don't think these two were distracted by it as much, as they are still really close. The gap is sort of slingshotting back and forwards as we are approaching the final 7 minutes of the race, then.
Doesn't seem like Totev can get a good run. He seems to catch up on that straight before 130R, but into the corners, Thorsten is holding his own.
Yeah, it does seem to be the case. Of course, it's one thing being able to catch up to a car, but getting past is it's a whole nother battle as they're flashing the lights again. Another disco show on the straight here, Suzuka. But yeah, as you say, I think Totev.
Oh, has a look up the inside note.
outpacing. Oh yeah.
Thorsten
Yeah, that's-
covers him off perfectly there.
This is very frustrating for Totev at this stage in the race. He's still got 6 minutes, but that timer has never seemed so quick as he's trying to get past somebody for the lead.
At the back, I think everything stays the same. On the Schwabi keeping P3, the second P4, Seb second P5.
Yeah, it looks like Krebs has dropped off of Brett Smith as well, so that battle is no longer. We've still got the battle between Sevchik and Chris, which you've got in the bottom right of your screen. But yeah, Totev dropping off slightly now. 0.4 of a second.
Yeah, just wondering if he's maybe letting his maybe just easing the pressure off a bit, just to sort of recuperate, and then maybe in the final few minutes of the race, just put all the pressure back onto Borchardt, maybe even try to force a mistake. But yeah, it's coming into the real crucial minutes now of this race.
Oh, Totev gets a bit wide there. I think he hit the inside curb. He's not going to have a good run up to 130R. As you can see, the gap increasing ever so slightly now. Let's quickly go to the battle for P12. Looks like the number 2 Lamborghini's caught back up to the 193 McLaren.
Just in comment, Adam Kim supporting Totev for the win tonight. Mark Rave, we finished P15 on 12 Monza. Yeah, seems like he was racing in Monza today. A 12 hours race, finished P15, not bad.
Thorsten really attacking the curbs. I don't think that's going to be any good to his tyres. But Totev's still not able to find an opportunity. Thorsten's putting his car in all the right places to stop Totev from getting past. So we've got 3.5 minutes left of the race.
Really good driving from these two so far, man. This has been great just to see one driver applying so much pressure, but the other man just being able to just really absorb it, and it hasn't really affected how they're performing. I mean, they're still going incredibly quickly out there.
Yeah,
They're just so close to each other.
We're just watching on the second screen. Chris still defending from Sevcik. Sevcik putting so much pressure on Chris, but Chris handling it very well. Sevcik looks up the inside towards Spoon, but Chris covers him off. Oh, there's contact! There's contact between the two. Chris goes wide. I think Sevcik will have to return that position. If he doesn't, that's going to be a steward inquiry there. Flash of the lights from Chris. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Sevcik is returning the position. So that will probably be a steward inquiry. We go back to the battle for P1. Thorsten still leading. Onto the 28th lap now.
That's gonna be very close. I think they may have one more lap after this, but it's gonna be very close.
Let's see what lap times they did last lap.
I think they crossed and it was 2 minutes 4 seconds left.
Yeah, so their last... Yeah, it's going to be close because their last lap was a 2 minute 3.8.
Whoa!
So...
I'm wondering if Thorsten will try to slow down, but that's gonna be impossible. Maybe in the hairpin or something.
Yeah, I don't
Really
think...
gonna be close.
Yeah, I don't think they... Yeah, it's going to be very close. I don't think Thorsten will want another lap, so... he should defend as much as he can.
Yeah, just happy maybe lose a bit of a few tenths of a second. Oh, they see now
it's a back marker. I think that's who is that? That's the Assetto S prior. Yeah.
Yeah. So as if there wasn't enough tension already here at Suzuka today, we're also now racing to the checkered flag to see if we can get across in time. I'm sure Tosev would love to extend this race out by one more lap, but Borchardt would want the exact opposite of that. We're very close now up into a 130R.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Thorsten doesn't seem like he's had to do as much defending on this lap, so that we could see another lap. Let's see.
I think we are.
Oh, as Totev gets a better exit there. Gets a bit squirrely on exit.
Thorsten
Yeah.
didn't get the best exit there. 11 seconds, yeah, I think we're gonna have more.
We are going to have another lap, yeah. So they've done a 2:02.9 that last lap, so definitely an improvement. Let's run the final lap now. Let's go on board with the SRO wing camera. And further down the grid we've also got Blanchett putting on some pressure to the number two.
Very close.
Number 2 Lamborghini, yeah, very close. I think Totev getting a bit desperate. There's nothing he can do at the moment. His only hope is to force Thorsten into an error. But Thorsten's been very calm and collected this race.
Maybe they get a very good exit from the spoon curve, and maybe from the chicane could have a chance, but I'm sure Thorsten's going to defend very well those points.
Yeah, he's defended all race, and I don't think he'll give up the position now when it matters the
Thorsten
most.
gets good exit. It's going to get...
Yeah, it seems like
a little bit.
Totev did get the better exit, but had to back out of it because Thorsten's tyres are just shattered.
One more chance on this chicane for Totev.
I think he's a bit too far back to make that move. Thorsten just has to keep it clean.
Good exit, yeah.
Flash of the lights from Thorsten. A brilliant drive from him
Good job done, yeah.
and Totev. So Thorsten in P1 there. Oh, he hasn't crossed the line yet. These two drivers celebrating.
If he's been it that way, but no, he did a fantastic driving. And we all thought it was the wrong strategy. It appeared to be the good strategy, but also his offensive driving has been key here. Otef didn't seem to quite find the gap enough power to overtake him.
I wonder what's happened to Brett Smith there, because he hasn't crossed the line. Maybe he's run out of fuel. So we see Sevchik in P4, Chris Pizik in P5, Ben Mullard in P6, the number 240 McLaren in P7 coming across the line. D. Krebs finishing in P8. Great drive from him, great defending to not let Brett Smith past. I do wonder what's happened to Brett Smith though. I think he has run out of fuel.
Possibly, yeah.
That's a shame.
He seems like he didn't finish the race.
Yeah, he hasn't finished. That is a real shame because he was having a great battle this whole race. There we go, Fernandez across the line in P10. Oh, I believe we've just got P11 to finish now. No, he's already in the pits, and that is your race finished. So guys, if I can get a vote of driver of the day, who do you think is driver of the day, Normac?
For me personally, it's really close between Sotev and Borchardt, but I think Borchardt's just going to get the edge over here. I think Sotev did a really good job to close down the gap, but absorbing that pressure from Borchardt around this circuit in particular was just a real strong feat. So yeah, really good driving from all drivers today, but Borchardt just had the extra edge, I think.
Yeah, J-Pum, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I'll go for Thorsten. I think he's used one of these strategies that only Thorsten can make work. You know, it's a bit of a risk to not change tires, go for 1 hour of tires, and it's one of these things that only Thorsten can make it work, because all the drivers would have just dropped on the standings as the tires worn out. But he kept the car on the track. He kept defensive. Yeah, I think Thorsten for me, the driver of the day.
We will try to get some interviews for this race. I've asked the top 3 to join the interview rating room, and we have. Let's move Thorsten to room. We've got Thorsten in the commentary box.
Hello. I hope you had a great commentary today.
Yeah, we did. That was a great race from you. We have a question. Did you change tyres during the pit stop?
Yes, I changed.
You
tires.
did.
Yes, but I don't know why after what was 15-20 minutes, so the last 15 minutes my tires were gone. I have no idea what was wrong. I take the tires too hard in a fight or so, I don't know, but in the end my tires was not good. But was a great pace from Totev, and I'm very happy we could finish P1 and 2. And yeah, it was a very hard race after a long time. You know, very, very hard.
So going into the next round, we have Nurburgring. What are your plans for Nurburgring? Are you going to do some practice like usual?
Yes, for Nurburgring I must do a little bit more practice, because it's my home track, my home car, so I must deliver. I must bring a good race.
Yeah, you are P5 in the championship at the moment, I believe. Schwabe, I think after this round, Schwabe still will be P1, but you are closing the gap. So going into the next round, we hope you can get another P1, have another good battle with some of these drivers.
This is a plan. I want to win the championship. I want to give everything in every race, and the first two races in the season went not good because of the damn disconnects, and that's why every race now push and give everything for the title.
Well, thank you. Great race from you and Totev. And we will round it off now. Normac, J-Pam, anything to say?
Just want to ask Thorsten. Hi, Thorsten. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Thank you. I hope
Yeah, we enjoyed the fight. Definitely, we did. It was very interesting. Just a question: why did you decide to pit? You pitted the first one. You stopped the first driver to stop today was you, and you were in P1. Was it that your strategy to go short on fuel and then do long stints after, or?
Now, my plan was total make really hard pressure, so I did a mistake on the exit on the last chicane, so I decided to go to pit. I don't want to fight. My tires were not so good, and I hoped with a good pit stop, maybe I can catch him in the end, and it was so. And because my second set of tires were a little bit better than the first one, because I drove the first tires from quali, and the second set were a little bit less used, and yeah. But in
That's
the
good.
end,
I thought you didn't change tires. That's why, because we saw you were losing a little bit the pace towards the end. So I thought that you kept the tires, but yeah, okay, that's fine. It's good strategy. We thought it wasn't gonna be good because we saw you so much traffic after you exit pit. But yeah, fantastic driving. Congratulations.
thank you, mate. Yeah, after the pit was hard. There was 1-2 situations where I thought, what the fuck? Holy moly. But I'm happy you could enjoy it and had a great commentary. And thanks for the interview.
No worries. Thanks for joining. Good race, and I think we'll round it off there. If you enjoyed the race, make sure you do like the video, subscribe if you're new, and of course click the bell to be notified every time we go live. We will be live tomorrow for the ACC PS Championship. We'll be live at 5 PM GMT for Tier 2 and then 6 PM GMT for Tier 1. Until then, we'll see you soon.